Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankara
Shankaracharya-madhyamam
Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Virjam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Bhadram Karnebhih Shrunuyama Devaah Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraah Sthirairangaistuštuvagum Sastanubhih Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuh Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravah Swasti na Pusha Vishvavedah Swasti nastarksho Arishtanemihi Swasti no Brihaspatirdadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ashravidya Notebook, page 31. Gita Press, page 29. Mantra number 2. Sambandha Bhaashyam. Tatra Agnihotram eva
Agnihotram eva
Tavat
tavat
Prathamam
prathamam
Pradarshanartham
pradarshanartham
Uchyate
uchyate
Sarvakarmanam Prathamyat
sarva karmanam prathamyat
Tat Katham.
tat katham.
Yeah. So in your book there is a footnote, Prathamyat, etc. We'll cover all that without actually reading the footnote. Okay. So these 6 mantras, from 1 to 6. Okay, 6 means Yehi iti Tamahut. All of these are talking about doing rituals. Karma Kanda. Vedic lifestyle means a lot of rituals are involved. That is the linga. That is a sign of a Vedic society and a visible sign. Okay, and so that these 6 mantras are going to talk about that, and then from 7th onwards there will be only focus on karma. Karma is extremely good. Am I audible?
No, you.
karma is talked about to understand the advantages of karma and the disadvantages of karma. And having gained the adhikaritvam to study the Upanishad, there is no need to study Upanishad if all I want is what should I do in order to get moksha. What should I do if I ask? Then I am still talking within the realm of karma only. Whatever you do, you will get. Definitely you will get the result of what you do. But that result is going to be anityam. What are you going to do about it? And so, having got that adhikaritvam, we are now looking for what is that nitya vastu. Is there something that this nityam and that atma is nityam? Tad anyat sarvam mithya iti asmabhihi jnatam. It is understood by us. And so, when it is talking about nityam, if you take away Upanishad, then there is nothing else in the Veda which is going to talk about that nitya vastu. And so, all that is going to come from the seventh mantra onwards. So, these six are going to talk about important rituals of this Vedic society. And here he is talking about Tatra Agnihotram eva tavat prathamam pradarshanaartham uchyate. Uchyate. It is being said. What is being said? Tavat prathamam. First of all, tavat prathamam. First of all, this Agnihotram is going to be talked about. Pradarshanaartham. For the purpose of talking about rituals. Okay. Sarva karmanam prathamyat. Because it is the foremost of all karmas. Foremost. Foremost means what? Once a person gets married, a bachelor cannot do this. A brahmachari cannot do this. Agnihotram. It's only for married people. And yavad jivam agnihotram juhuyat. Very famous statement. If you want, you can write this down. Yavat jivam. Yavat jivam. Agnihotram juhuyat. It's a mandate, Vedic mandate. As long as you are living, do Agnihotram. Like that, there is a mandate.
Agnihotram?
Juhuyat. 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 Means may you perform the Agnihotra karma as long as you are alive. Like that it says. And so, people used to do it. These days, the number is reduced. Still, there are people who do it. I'm going to show you what the Agnihotram is. And in fact, let me do that now. So, you're seeing my screen, correct? Just raise your hand if you can. Yeah. All right. So here this person is explaining what an Agnihotram is. And I'm moving my mouse here. And there are, here in this corner here, let me do this. Okay, here it is. So there are three fires to be invoked in an Agnihotram. So he's explaining here. This particular big Agnikundam is there here. This is number one. Okay, number one. Garhapatyagnam. Garhapatyaagnihi. Then there is another smaller one here called Dakshinagnihi. And then here, right in front of the person, is this Ahavani-agnihi. Three Agnis are there. Don't worry about the names and all that. Ahavani-agnihi. And he is saying that Brahma is invoked in this particular Garhapatyagnihi. Then in the Dakshinagni, Vishnu is invoked. Vishnu Swarupam is there in this Agni, like that he is saying. And then in this Ahavani Agnihi, he is saying Shiva is invoked. Then he is saying, Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati. He is quoting that and he says, hey, if Shiva is not together with Devi Shakti, then nothing will happen. It's of no use to us. And so, therefore, he is saying this Devi is invoked, Shakti is invoked in all the implements used in doing this Agnihotram. Okay. All right. having said that, let me, okay, so this is a different view of that same Agnihotram, right? Imagine you're sitting here. This person is supposed to be sitting here and then must have invoked the fire in this Garhapatyagni, Dakshinagni, and Ahvaniyagni. Look at how elaborate all these things are. Okay, those days they must have a place, separate place just for doing this Agnihotra. Okay, I don't think, I have not seen this anywhere. Like one place I saw it some time ago, but I didn't know at that time. I didn't know this was for Agnihotra. But this is how it is. All right, and this is the Yupa, the Darvi, and Samit, and Darbas, and all the things that are required. The Ahutis and all will be kept here. So that is the Shakti being invoked there. Now what happened? So then it got abbreviated. Agnihotram got abbreviated, and these days there are many people who do the Agnihotram in this kunda, in this particular copper Homa kunda that is kept, and then you can, one can buy all the what do you call that? Vrati. So that the dung,
Cow dung cakes.
dung cakes. Okay, that's what it is. And all the things that are needed can be easily put in this kunda, Homa kunda. And here, this person is actually doing that. Let me see if I can. Okay, so he's doing that. I'll send you the links for all these things later. But okay, everybody got a chance to see the schematic, right? 3 Agnis are there. Garhapatya Agni. So I'm facing east. The Karta is facing east. So there is Garhapatya Agni up on top there. And then there is Dakshinagni here. And then there is Ahavaniya Agni right in front. And so Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Devi, all are invoked. And this is supposed to be done. And that's what he's talking. Shankara is mentioning here. Tavat prathamam pradarshanaartham uchyate sarvakarmanam prathamyat. Pradhanyat, because the Agnihotram is the foremost of all karmas, sarvakarmanam prathamyat. First and foremost of all, first of all, the Upanishad is going to tell about this Agnihotram. Like that he's saying. Literally, it's going to talk about how the Agnihotram is to be done in just one mantra. Tat katham kriyate, within brackets. How is it done? How is an Agnihotram done? That is being mentioned in the next mantra. Like that he's talking. And this is the first mantra of the second khanda of the first Mundaka, correct? 1.2.1. Let's not forget the where we are, right? Good. So let's yeah. So this one, before we chant the next mantra, that's a beautiful story that I heard. And once what happened, Narada visited Vaikunta. He wanted to see Vishnu, just like we also visit friends, So Narada decided to go to Vaikunta to see Vishnu. And then the Dwarapalakas, the gate, people at the gate stopped him and said, wait, Vishnu is doing puja. He's busy doing puja. So let's not disturb him. So let's wait for some time and we will know when he's done. And Narada said, okay, no problem. And he was wondering, what is this? Vishnu is doing puja and all that. I thought everybody does puja to Vishnu. And Vishnu also does puja. I want to know. I'm very intrigued. And so he was just very eager to meet Vishnu. And then Vishnu came and said, what happened? Why are you waiting outside, Narada? So Narada said, I heard you're doing puja. What is all this? Can you tell me a little more about your puja? Yes, please come. So he Vishnu took Narada to the puja room and then showed him a small box. And small container was there. And then the container had ashes in it. And some other samagris were there. And so I was doing puja. I said, who do you do puja to? This, minimum I need to know all this. And so he says, he quotes a shloka. Okay, I have memorized this shloka. I know it for some time. Look at this. We'll just listen to this. Nityanna Data. Nityanna Data. I do puja to the following people. Nityanna Data, one who does Annadanam every day. I do puja to that person. Whoever, wherever they are in this universe. The person who gives Annam to somebody before having food. That is called Nityanna Data. Whether it is a crow or a dog or a cat or a Brahmana or a Kshatriya or a Shudra, anything doesn't matter. At least minimum one person. You're supposed to invite that person and just offer food, then let him go, then only you have to have food. That person is called a Nityanna Data. Alright. Nityanna Data Tarunagnihotri. Tarunagnihotri. Alright. An Agnihotri is one who does this Agnihotra karma. And then Agnihotra karma, people can do it. It'll take about 1 to 1.5 hours to do this karma. 1 to 1.5 hours. Okay. Okay, so it's not difficult. You should not say it's difficult and all, because people spend time chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam and Lalita Sahasranamam for 1.5 hours, 2 hours and all that. They get up at 4:30 in the morning and they're done only at 6:37. So it happens every day. Here itself it happens. So it's not difficult. For us, it's maybe new and everything, but it's not difficult. All right. So, and not that guy is a Agnihotri. The shloka says Taruna Agnihotri. Taruna means somebody who is between 16 years old and 32 years old. 16 and 32. And Vishnu is saying indirectly, you know what? Doing Agnihotri is not that much of a big deal. But then in that age, the responsibilities are so much. The guys got married, the guys has young children, not children who went away abroad, no, young children who are sitting at home, they have to be taken care of and constantly crying, this, want that, this, take me there, etc. And that guy is supposed to do Agnihotram. Therefore, a Taruna doing Agnihotram, I worship that person. All right. Nityanna Data Taruna Agnihotri Vedantavit. Vedantavit. Vedantavit also is, I have to worship him because he knows what Vedanta is all about. So you can pat yourself on the back like this and say, Vishnu is doing puja to us, okay. So at least for that reason, I should be coming to all my classes. And so, Vedantavit Chandra Sahasra Darshi. Chandra Sahasra Darshi. Okay, that you know, I think. So those who are 80 years old and who have seen so many full moons, 1,000 full moons, it approximately comes when the person is 80 years old. So Shatabhishekam, they say. All right. So that person, regardless of what they have done, if they've lived this long, not by being corrupt and all, by leading a dharmic life, a simple dharmic life, living a dharmic life for this long is not easy. And so, therefore, that person also I'm going to worship. Vedanta Vichandra Sahasradarshi Masopavasi cha. Masopavasi cha. Upavasa. People who practice Upavasa, like Ekadashi Upavasa, like during eclipse Upavasa, like this, so many Upavasa times are there. And that person who is deliberately, voluntarily withholding food and on that day doing puja parayana and study of the shastram, that person is an upavasi. Upavasi doesn't mean just not eating with food and then taking a lot of fruits and a lot of drinks and stomach is full, and but it's full in a different way. No, that is not upavas. We have to look at the traditional ways, how they used to do upavasa. I have to go look at that Anushtanam book and see how it is. Anyway, that person is called a Masopavasi. Continuously, month after month after month, he does it. He or she does it. Masopavasi cha pativrata cha. Pativrata means Patni Vrata also you should add in that. Pativrata, Patni Vrata. A person who is committed to only one person. That's it. That person means that he or she doesn't think of anything else. Committed to one person. That's it. Marriage means marriage. That's all. And that person also I worship. That means Vishnu is pretty serious. I mean, he knows what's all going on, and he says such a person also is worthy of worship. Worthy of worship. Masopavasi cha pativrata cha षड्जीवलोके मम वन्दनीयाः. षड् एतानि षट् जीवलोके मम वन्दनीयाः. I have to worship them. It is minimum. I have to worship them. Jivaloke, in this bhuloka, okay, among the people. Among people, these are the people I have to worship. Okay, that comes to my mind. So that is the Narada Vishnu story. And so there, Agnihotri is very much there, and that ritual has been mentioned in the shloka. So Agnihotra is mentioned by the Upanishad also for that same reason. All right. Agnihotram background we have seen, correct? I hope it's enough. If you want more, then I have to invite somebody else, because this is all I know. Any details you want, you let us know. We'll try to find some experts. Maybe some in our class itself, some experts will be there. So we will rely on them. Okay, next mantra. Yada lelayate hyarchihi
यदा लेलायते हस्तिः
samidhe havyavahane
समिक्ते हह्यवाहने
tadajabhagau
तदाज्यभागौ
antarena
अन्तरेण आहुतिः
प्रतिपादयेत्
प्रतिपादयेत्
यदा लेलायते ह्यर्चिः
यदा लेलायते हस्तिः
समिद्धे हव्यवाहने
समिद्धे हह्यवाहने
तदाज्यभागावन्तरेण
तदाज्यभागावन्तरेण
आहुतिः प्रतिपादयेत्.
आहुतिः प्रतिपादयेत्.
Yeah. So how is this Agnihotram to be done? Okay, it's not obviously a procedure to do Agnihotram, but it's a Upanishad's way of telling how it should be done in just one mantra. And so this is the now what are the three Agnis we said? Garhapatyagni, Dakshinagni, and Ahavaniya-agni. So this is now focusing on the Ahavaniya-agni, the Agni Kunda in front of whom that Vaidika was sitting. That Agni Kunda, Ahavaniya-agni. So that alone is the focus of this mantra. And in that mantra, the person is facing east. Suppose I am facing east. So east facing, that means the left of the person is north, and right of the person is south. Correct? And this backwards is east. So north and south. So this mantra is going to say Ajya Bhagau. Ajya Bhagau means the west and east, the north and south direction, left and right. Those two directions are called Ajya Bhagau. Ajyabhagau. And then Antarena means middle. In the middle of, in between the left and right, in between the north and south. Madhye ityartaha. Antarena means middle. Antarena, middle. So, tad Ajyabhagau Antarena Ahutihi Pratipadayet. Hey, whatever all the ahutis are there, havis is there, you are going to offer. Samit, the wooden sticks you are going to offer. Occasionally darba will come. And then ghee is there, ajyam is there, ajyam also to be offered. And in this particular Agnihotram, you have to offer it in the middle. What is this middle? Hey, that is because there are this darsha karma and Pauruna karma. So, this Paurnami and Amavasya, there are karmas to be done. In addition to this Agnihotram, during those 2 days of the month, this one particular karma, it's called Darsha Purna Masaha. 2 karmas are there. During that time, they offer it in the north side and the south side, not in the middle. Agnihotram is unique, you have to offer it in the middle. And all other yagas also, you have to offer in the middle only. It is middle only. But in those 2, Darsha Purna Masa, Yagau, Tatra, Ajyabhagau, Pratipadayet. Here, Antarena Pratipadayet. Like that. That little detail this Upanishad is giving. When should you offer the Ahuti into this Agni? Yada lelayate hyarchihi samidhe havyavahane. Hey, when the fire is properly lit, when the Agni Kunda really has nice fire, it should be fire. If the fire is not there, there will be a lot of smoke. When there is smoke, you should not offer the Ahuti. When you make sure the fire is properly lit. They have all these tubes, like this. There is a nice hollow tube, and then they will blow the air carefully. Carefully, they will blow. Carefully, because otherwise all the saliva also will go. They are very careful about all these things. So there is a particular way of blowing also. Simply, you can't do like that. And so, these days I'm doing, every month this Shodha Kumbham Masigam I'm doing for 12 months. And so, I'm getting a taste of all these things. So, Yada Archihi Lelayate. Archihi means flame. Archi is flame. Archanam, Puja Archanam is there, that same Arch. And that Archihi, flame. The flame that is shooting out of this Agni is called, each flame is called an Archihi. Archi also means a ray of sunlight. Just when the day breaks, in that twilight, the sun is just rising, and those rays of light are called Archihi. Another meaning. Here that is not the meaning. Here it is flame. So Yada Archihi Lelayate. Lelayate. Like they're just waiting, they're asking. It's like the tongues of they say tongues of the fire, right? Like that. Tongue. It's just inviting you to give more and more. They're just consuming whatever is there and asking for more. So that's how the fire should be. And when will that be like that? Samidhe Havyavahane. Havyavahana. Havyavahana means fire. Havyam Vahati iti Havyavahana. Hey, Vahana means Vahana means a vehicle. Havyavahana. Hey, the vehicle of your havis. All the things you are offering. Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idannamama, Indraya Swaha, Indraya Idannamama, Vayave Swaha, Vayave Idannamama, Agnaye Swaha, Agnaye Idannamama. So, this is what offering is going on. Hey, I am offering to Prajapati, Brahmaji. Brahmaji is not here. Brahmaji is somewhere else. And so, this Agni is the vehicle for taking my havis and all my mantras and all my prayers to Brahmaji. Therefore, the Agni gets the name Havyavahanaha. the carrier of Havya, means Havis, means carrier of all my offerings. Very beautiful name it is, Havya Vahanaha. There is another name for Agni called Kavya Vahanaha. Kavya Vahanaha. When what I am offering is to my ancestors, Pitrus, then the Agni's name is Kavya Vahanaha, not Havya Vahana. Like these are all some technical names that we hear when we see all these mantras and all these karmas being done. All right. Ahutihi pratipade samidhe. Idham. Ind means fuel. Indhanam is fuel. Shankara is going to explain all that. When the fire is well fueled, means when all the fuel is ready, and you have to supply all it. When it is well supplied, that fire, in that fire, these ahutis may they be offered in that particular middle portion of the Ahavani Agni. Among the three things we saw there, Ahavani Agni, you offer it like that. That is all this mantra is saying. Means it's not a procedure to do the Agnihotram. It is simply abbreviating the whole thing, saying you have to do Agnihotram properly. Pay attention to that. That's what the mantra is saying. So, karma must be done meticulously. That is the meaning. Don't keep your cell phone nearby and then Indra Swaha, Indra Yadana Mama, Vayave Swaha, Vayave Idana Mama. That kind of stuff, please don't do. That's what he's saying. Stay focused on this karma. All right. Bhaashyam. Yeah, Sri Vidya. Yada eva
यदा एव
indhanaihi
इन्धनैः
abhyahitaihi
अभ्याहितैः
samyag idhe
सम्यग्गिद्धे
samidhe
समिद्धे
havyavahane
अव्यवाहने
lelayate chalati
लीलायते चलति
archihi.
अर्चिः.
Okay, we'll pause there. Yada tada. Correct? Even in this mantra itself, you have yada. Mantra starts with yada. When? Tada. Then. That's the construct. Okay. So, when? Yada samidde havyavahane lelayate archihi. When the fire, when the fire means havyavahane, lelayate means the flames are all playing that chalati. Shankaracharya is saying chalati. Chalati means when they are moving around, when the flames are moving. Flames are not stationary, and so it's especially the Agni, because constantly fuel is being given. It's not like the flame of the lamp in the puja room. No, that won't be constantly moving like this. That will be stable, steady. But this is not steady. Chalati, lelayate, havyavahane, samidhe, samyag idhe. Samyag idhe means well supplied, well fueled. Samyag idhe, sabidhe. That particular fire is well fueled. And indhanaihi abhyahitaihi. Abhyahitaihi indhanaihi. Simply fuel is there on the side, it is not enough. You have to take the fuel and put it inside, only then. So supplied. So it's a very technical thing. Abhyahitaihi indhanaihi. Fuel that is deposited, that is placed, that is supplied into that yaga. Abhyahitaihi. a fire that is well kindled by a good supply of fuel. Fuel and all I don't feel like saying, but by all the habis, let's say habis, okay, and all the that slab, that cow dung slab, vrati. We have technical names for all this. So all that is required. Well, supplied by all that. Yada archihi lelayate. When the flame is shooting out. The flame is shooting out. Okay. And move about, shoot upwards, that kind of agni. Then what happens? Let's read the next part. Archihi, yeah, vivahana ahitaha, vyahitaha. All right. Tada
तदा
tasmin kale
तस्मिन् काले
lelayamane
लेलायमाने
chalati
चलति
archishi
अर्चिषि
ajyabhagau
आज्यभागौ
ajyabhagayoho
आज्यभागयोः
antarena
अन्तरेण
madhye
मध्ये
avapasthane
आवापस्थाने
ahutihi
आहुतिः
प्रतिपादयेत
प्रतिपादयेत्
प्रक्षिपेत
प्रक्षिपेत्
देवताम् उद्दिश्य.
देवतामुद्दिश्य
Yeah. Tada. Yada. When the fire is all set and its flames are shooting out, at that time, tada. Tada means Shankaracharya is explaining, even though he doesn't have to explain this. Tada tasmin kale. At that time. At that time, and at that time means what time? Lelayamane chalati archishi. He is explaining a lot here. Lelayamane. At the time when the flames are shooting out. Same thing. He's already explained Lelayamane before. Chalati. So Kale. Sanskrit students. Sanskrit students only. Others can just watch. What is this?
Sati Saptami.
Sati Saptami. Which words are Sati Saptami? Which words are Sati Saptami?
Samidhe Havyavahane.
Havyavahane Lelayate.
Illama,
No,
we are looking at.
Only Samidhe Havyavahane.
Okay,
Samidhe.
No. Tada tasmin kale lelayamane chalati archishi. That's it. In that sentence, what are the Sati Saptami words?
Lelayamane is then Saptami only.
Only lelayamane. That's it.
No, that is also there. Otherwise, Lelayate is there. There it is not.
Illama, Hema. Listen to me. Just listen to me. In these words we just chanted, which words are Sati Saptami?
Okay, Lelayamane Chalati Archishi.
That's it. That's it. And also Ajyabhago we can add. Correct. Chalati. Therefore, Chalati here, there are two words Chalati, right? One is Chalati here. Previously also Chalati was there. Previous Chalati is Latlakara. And here it is a noun. Previously it's a verb. Here it is a noun. Chalati. Shatri. Correct. Okay. This is all for Sanskrit only, right? So others don't worry about all this. Chalat. So when the flames are shooting out in this manner described before, tada, tasmin kale, at that time, that's all is the meaning. Then what you should do? Ajyabhagau. Ajyabhagayoho. Antarena. Madhye. So Madhye, in the middle of the Ajyabhagas, I told you what the Ajyabhagas are. The north side, namely left side, and the south side, namely the right side, in the middle of the two Ajyabhagas, the north and south sides, because it's going to be a square, square construct. Either it's a circle Homakunda or it is square, and in this case it was square. And so in the middle of the two, of the left edge and the right edge of this Homakunda, which is called Avapasthanam. There is a name for that also. It's called Avapasthanam. Therefore, Shankara is saying Avapasthane. Avapasthane. Okay. So in your book, if you look at footnote number 13, if you have that Gurukulam book, Darsha Paurnamase Ahavaniyagnehe Uttarabhage Agnaye Swaha iti. In that north portion, you will be generally in the Darsha Purnamasa Yaga, not this particular Agnihotram. There, Uttara Bhage, in the north, they will say Agnaye Swaha, Agnaye Idanna Mama. And then Dakshina Bhage Somaya Swaha iti. In that south portion, they will say Somaya Swaha, Somaya Idanna Mama iti. That's how they say. Iti Ahuti Dvayam Diyate. Te Ajyabhagau iti katyate. Those two portions are called Ajyabhagau. They are known as Ajyabhagau. All right. Tayoho madhye avapasthane anyaha ahutayaha diyante. Means in all other yagas that we know of, in the middle only the ahuti is to be offered. That middle portion is called avapasthanam. Like that the footnote says. So here also, avapasthana means in the middle, madhye. That means Shankara knows all these things. Shankara knows Karma Kanda in and out. He quotes Karma Kanda in the Bhaashyam. Left and right, he quotes periodically. And so, he studied it completely. He is Shankara, Shiva, Sakshat. So, ahutihi pratipadayet. Pratipadayet is a verb in this sentence. Pratipadayet means what? Prakshipet. Prakshipa, kship means kshipati, to drop, to place, to offer. So may the ahutihi be offered, be placed in the middle of this ahvani agnihi. And the middle portion is called avapasthanam. Devata muddishya. Devata muddishya. Hey, you are offering here, but really speaking, it is meant not for this fire, but Devata. You have a particular Devata in mind, that Uddishya. Okay. Devata Muddishya. Don't forget that Devata. You have done a Sankalpa also. And so, that Sankalpa, keep that in mind. Then, of course, the mantra also will say, Prajapataye Idanna Mama. Like that. Vayave Idanna Mama. Vayu Devata. Vayum Uddishya. Alright. All right, I think that is done. Next sentence, let's who is next? After Srividya, who's next? Yeah. Yeah, Vijay Sethi, you can unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, otherwise we can't hear. Yeah. Anekaha
अनेकाः
prayoga
प्रयोग
apekshaya
अपेक्षया
ahutihi iti
आहुतिः इति
bahuvachanam.
बहुवचनं.
That is anekaha va anekaha va.
It
Visargam is
says
there.
Sargam. 1 second. Anekaha. Yeah, I think the Visarga should be there.
It is there in the PDF.
Yeah. Let's say Anekaha. Gita Press is not there. All right. So this is a very technical sentence. The procedure is over. Procedure is over. He is now talking about some grammar. Bahuvachanam he is saying. Plural. No, ekavachan, ekavachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam. This ahutihi is plural. Ahuti is to be offered in the middle. So it should be singular. It is plural if you count all the ahutis being said in one thing. But it's singular because it's talking about one Agnihotram. Okay? But even that Agnihotram is to be done twice a day, AM, PM. And so, okay, it is to be done in the morning, it should be done in the evening also. So 2 times. So it can maximum dvivachanam it should be. But it is bahuvachanam. Plural it is. Why? Because anekahaha. Aha. Aha. Ah means day. Honey, So his day. So anekaha means it should be done daily. It should be done many, many days. That is what Shankara is saying. Because it's constantly going to be offered. Anekaha prayoga apekshaya. With that intention that this Agnihotram has to be done constantly, day after day after day. Pratidinam. Pratidina apekshaya. Apekshaya. Ahutihi iti bahuvachanam. That word ahutihi is plural. Ahutihi, ahuti, ahutayaha, ahutim, ahutim, ahuti, ahutihi. That is how it comes. So the second case, the technical sentence, it says it is in plural for the following reason. That it is to be done every day for a long time. For how long? Yavajjivam Agnihotram Juhuyat. If somebody says, you should quote this mantra. Yavajjivam Agnihotram Juhuyat. Good. So, what is this mantra saying? This mantra is saying that it is giving the Agnihotra Varnanam, Agnihotra Vidhi, the way of doing Agnihotra. Means all the other procedure you get from your karma kanda, and this one particular aspect of the Agnihotram it is mentioning. It doesn't say much more. It doesn't say what is the benefit I get by doing the Agnihotram, who should do the Agnihotram. All that it doesn't say. It assumes you know all these things. Okay, and we talked a little about all this. We also saw how Vishnu worships the Taruna Agnihotri. All that we saw. All right. Let's do the Anmaya of this mantra. Samidhe havyavahane sati. Samidhe havyavahane. Samidhe havyavahane sati. Sati in brackets. Sati means when. When the fire is well kindled. Samidhe havyavahane sati. Yada hi archihi lelayate. Yada hi archihi lelayate. If you want after lelayate, you can put within brackets chalati. Because that word is easier for us to understand. Chalati. Shankaracharya says that. Yada hi archihi lelayate chalati. Tada ajyabhagau antarena. Ajyabhagau antarena. But antarena meaning we may not know. So within brackets you can say madhye. Madhye you can say. And you can also say avapasthane. Because Ajyabhaga is a technical word which refers to north and south portions of the kunda. And so This madhye portion is called avapasthanam, as Shankara has told us. So, madhye avapasthane. Tada ajyabhagau antarena madhye avapasthane. The mantra does not say who should do this. The subject is missing in the mantra. And so, you can say yajamanaha or karta. These words we use in our, when we do the karma. So, yajamanaha, within brackets, ahutihi pratipadayet. Yajamanaha ahutihi pratipadayet. Yajamanaha ahutihi pratipadayet. Shall I read it once again? Yeah. Look at this. Samidhe havyavahane sati yada hi archihi lelayate chalati, kama tada ajyabhagau antarena madhye avapasthane yajamanaha ahutihi pratipadayet. Okay. So lelayate is the verb, pratipadayet is the next verb. Good. So homework can be, you can translate this mantra into English. All right. Next mantra. Sambandha Bhaashyam. Eshaha
Yeshaha
samyak
samyak
ahuti prakshepadi lakshanaha
ahudihi pritshepadi lakshanaha
karma margaha
karma margaha
loka praptaye
loka praptaye
panthaha
pantaha
tasya cha
tasya cha
samyak karanam dushkaram
samyak karanam dushkaram
vipattayaha tu
vipaktayah asti
vipattayaha tu
vipaktayah tu
anekaha bhavanti
anekaha bhavanti
katham.
katham.
Yeah. So now Shankaracharya is introducing the next mantra. Okay, let's see what he says. Yeshaha, you can put a full stop after pantaha. In the Gita press, it's not there. Pantaha. All right, pantaha. Put a full stop after pantaha. Your book, yeah, your notebook does have a full stop. All right, pantaha. Pantaha means this is your way, your method, your means. Pantaha, the means. Yeshaha pantaha. This agnihotra agnihi. Yeshaha. Okay. Pantaha. It's a means. Means for what? Means for what? Loka praptaye. Loka praptaye. Hey, for gaining worlds, lokas. This is not the only world. Who said you should only live on earth? Is there any rule like that? That too, we are talking about 14 worlds. Don't you have a desire to go to other worlds? Yeah. So, if you have that desire, don't ignore Agnihotram. So, Yeshaha Karma Margaha. It's a Karma Marga. Obviously, it's a Karma Marga. It's a way which involves a lot of karma. Laukika karma is of course there. Day-to-day things, cooking and buying things and working for a living, all that is there. And on top of that, you have all this karma. Agnihotradi karma. Huh? And yeshaha, what else that yeshaha means? Samyak ahuti prakshepadi lakshanaha. Acharya is very, he is saying this karma marga, this kind of a ritual, which is characterized by lakshana. Lakshana means defined by, characterized by, which is known by. Okay. Samyak ahuti prakshepadi. It is characterized by doing your karma properly, having all the implements necessary for doing the ritual, doing the yaga, doing the Agni karma, and ahuti prakshepadi. So, properly having all the things and properly offering it. Adi. Adi means properly chanting all the mantras, properly giving dakshina to all the people who are helping you. Like this, everything has to be proper, including the shraddha also must be there. That also must be proper. I'm not doing just for the sake of doing it. Just because all these married people have to do all this, I also should do it. No, not like that. You have to go beyond that and say, hey, this is a must be done karma of a Vaidika. That's it. That is the only reason I'm going to do it. And of course, there is a phalam for it also. Yeshaha pantaha. This karma margaha means now he is jumping from Agnihotram to all karmas also. Any karma. Pantaha. Then now remember, lokaha doesn't necessarily mean different worlds. Newer experiences in this world itself. I want to have a better life. Is it wrong to ask for a happy life? Is it a problem for you? No, it's not a problem. Yeah, artha, kama, dharma is there. I want to lead a better life. I want my family to be better off. Okay. I want India to be better off. I want the world to be better off. Is that a problem? No, it's not a problem. Yeah, lokaha means experiences also. So in this loka, any better experiences or other lokas also. All right. Tasya cha samyak karanam dushkaram. Samyak karanam. If you really have to do these karmas properly, samyak karanam. So the proper performance of tasya. Tasya means the karmana, of the karma, whatever karma it is. Agnihotram as an example. Agnihotra karmanaha samyak karanam dushkaram. Dushkaram, dukkena kritam iti dushkaram. Hey, it is difficult. It is difficult. Means what? Because there are so many things. All the dots have to be, all the I's have to be dotted, all the T's have to be crossed. And you saw the person doing it. And you can't swallow words. Okay, you can't abbreviate stuff. You can't say, I have to finish it in 5 minutes. All these things are going to come. That's what he's saying next. Vipattayaha tu anekaha bhavanti. Vipattayaha. Vipattayaha, difficulties. Vignaha. Vignaha. That is all our first month, our first shloka before we do anything is to Ganesha. To Ganesha. Because we don't know which phone call will come when. And phone is constantly ringing. Somebody may be knocking on the door. In America and all, knocking on the door is not a problem because nobody is going to knock on the door. If somebody is knocking on the door, it means either your guest is coming or the cop is knocking on the door. Something happened and they are knocking on the door. No other possibility. But then here, vipattayaha tu anekaha bhavanti. Anekaha. Anek hai. Anek vipatti hai. Whenever you start doing karma. Bhavanti. Katham. The next mantra is going to, Katham is how. How is that? How is that? That next mantra is going to tell us why there are many obstacles, why this perfection, I want to do things perfectly, that idea is a pipe dream. That is what he's talking about. Tat Katham. Eva muktva agnihotrasya samyak karanam dushkaram vigna bahulyam. Okay. Anandagiri is saying, commentary, vigna bahulyam. There are many types of obstacles that are there. Cha iti vairagyaya aha. In order to get vairagyam to all the Swarga Lokas and all that, for that reason, this Upanishad, she is telling us the next mantra. Like that, the introduction is given.
Guruji, is Dushkaram and Vipatya the same meaning?
Dushkaram is difficult to do. Vipatti is obstacles. Vipatti is vipattayaha, obstacles, vignaha. Dushkaram means difficult to do. Difficult to do the way it should be done. The way it should be done. That is why at the end we say mantrahinam, kriyahinam, bhaktihinam, maheshwara, yat pujitam maya keva, paripuram tadastute. Finally, we have end up saying that. Thankfully, we have that mantra. Thankfully, we have that. Anyway, so here the purpose is different, right? It doesn't mean you stop doing all these things. I'm not going to do puja because I can't do it perfectly. No, we shan't. We should say that. We are going to do whatever we are going to do. But karma's limitations are going to be talked about. All right. Next mantra. Yasyagnihottram
यस्याग्निहोत्रम्
adarsham
अदर्शम्
apaurnamasam
अपौर्णमासम्
achaturmasyam
अचातुर्मास्यम्
anagrayanam
अनाग्रयणम्
अतिथि वर्जनम च अतिथि वर्जितम च
अतिथिवर्जितम् च
आहुतम
आहुतम्
अवैश्वदेवम
अवैश्वदेवम्
अविधिना हुतम
अविधिना हुतम्
आसप्तमान
आसप्तमाम्
तस्य
तस्य
लोकान हिनस्ति.
लोकान् हिनस्ति.
Once again, यस्याग्निहोत्रम
यस्याग्निहोत्रम्
अदर्शमपौर्णमासम्
अदर्शमपौर्णमासम्
अचातुर्मास्यमनाग्रयणम्
अचातुर्मास अनाग्रयणम्
अतिथिवर्जितं च
अतिथिवर्जितं च
अहुतमवैश्वदेवम्
अहुतमवैश्वदेवम्
अविधिना हुतम्
अविधिना हुतम्
आसप्तमांस्तस्य
आसप्तमां तस्य
लोकान् हिनस्ति.
लोकान् हिनस्ति.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a long words. Actually, they are short words, but because the way it is written, Makara is followed by A, so it keep adding up, and it's like a train. So I think here, not difficult to follow this mantra. The basic sentence is Yasya Agnihotram. Yasya Agnihotram. The one who does Agnihotram, okay, without doing all these things, which is listed now, which is going to be listed, which is listed, right? Darsham, etc. Without doing all these other rituals also, which is supposed to be done, tasya lokan hinasti. Means the whole purpose of doing Agnihotram will not be served. Understood? Right? This is what it is. That means there is this is not, this one is, the Agnihotram is important, no doubt. But then there are so many other things to be done also, and everything should be done properly. Only then the final result will come. It is like this. A person is initiated to Gayatri Mantra at the age of 10 or 11 or 12, whatever, initiated. The person has to do Gayatri Japa every day. Suddenly he says, no, I got Shri Chakra Mantra, Sri Devi, Upasana, I started doing. Okay, good, I'm so happy. What about the Gayatri Mantra? No, I start doing that. Hey, you can't stop doing Gayatri Mantra chanting, suddenly jump to some other Sri Devi Mantra and all. You can't do both. You have to do both. If you don't do Gayatri Mantra and do Sri Vidya Upasana, then the benefit of Sri Vidya Upasana will not accrue the way it is supposed to accrue. You understand what I'm saying? So it is all a package. It's all a package. You can't simply jump from one to other just like that. And everything has to be done. Sri Vidya Upasana, very important. Yeah, do that. It gets its benefits. But don't give up all the basic karmas that you're supposed to do. Okay, that is the meaning. That's what is being said here in a different way in the context of Agnihotram. What is being said? Let's see here. Darsha Purna Masa. What is the word here? Yeah, Darsha Purna Masam. Adarsha Paurnamasam. Look at, there is an akara in front of everything. Okay. Yasya Agnihotram Adarsha Paurnamasam. Or rather here Adarsham Apaurnamasam. Okay. Darsha Paurnamasa is split into two. Adarsham. One whose Agnihotra is done without doing Darsha Karma. What is Darsha Karma? On the Amavasya day, the karma that is to be done is called Darsha Karma. Adarsham means without doing Darsha Karma. Apaurnamasyam, without doing the karma that is supposed to be done on Paurnami. Full moon day. New moon day, full moon day. Those karmas not done. Okay. Then what? Then Chaturmasyam. Chaturmasyam. There is a particular karma that is to be done once in 4 months. Don't confuse this Chaturmasyam with our Acharyas, Sannyasis also. They have Chaturmasya Vratam. Okay. Which happens during this season. You know, just before rainy season, it happens. And there they are traveling. They leave the Mata and travel. It's called Chaturmasya Vratam. They go from place to place and give Upanyasa in the different places. Upadesha they give. That is different. That is Paksho Vai Masaha. That 4 months is actually 4 fortnights. 4 fortnights. So it ends up being 2 months. Okay. So that's different. This Chaturmasam is the Grihasthas Chaturmasam, which lasts 4 months. So once in 4 months, this karma has to be done. So Achaturmasyam, this guy stopped doing Chaturmasyam also. Okay. Then Anagrayanam. Agrayanam. Agrayanam. Agrayanam is a particular ritual that is to be done during the harvest season. 2 harvest season in the year. Okay. So the Sharad Ritu is there and then Vasanta Ritu. So during autumn and spring, this particular ritual has to be done. Twice a year it has to be done. Agrayanam. So Anagrayanam, Agnihotra done without doing Agrayana karma, Agrayana karma. And then Avaishvadevam. I hope I'm going in the right order. Let me look. Yeah. So Chaturmasyam, Anagrayanam. Then I'm going to skip Atiti Varjanam and Ahutam. Then we are going to look at Avaishvadevam. Avaishvadeva means Vaishvadeva karma is there every day. Every day Vaishvadeva karma. Which means it is invocation of all the devas. The particular karma that invokes all the devas. Vaishvadevam. Even in our Pancha Mahayajna you have it. Okay. Deva. Deva Yajna. And there Deva Yajna can be replaced by the Bhuta Yajna. So supporting animals, people who need help, and the environment. Once you include environment, it covers the whole, everything. All devas are included also. All right, Vaishvadeva, every day it is to be done. So, Avaishvadevam, that is not done. That is not done. Then, how many did we do so far? Look at this. Adarsham, Apaurnamasam, Achaturmasyam, Anagrayanam, Avaishvadevam. That's it. 5 so far. Okay, I thought there were 6.
Avidhi.
Two left, no?
No, wait. Darsha, Adarsham, Paurnamasam, Chaturmasyam, Agrayanam, Vaishvadevam. Okay, Atithi is the 6th. Atithi, Varjitam. That also we should include now. Atithi, because that's a puja. These are all karmas, puja. So, Atithi Varjitam cha. The one who does not invoke the devata in the Atithi. Matrudevo bhava, Pitrudevo bhava, Acharya devo bhava, Atithi devo bhava. Very important. These are all just guidelines. These are all tenets of Sanatana Dharma. Without these things, Sanatana Dharma we don't understand. These are all. Matrudevo bhava is important. Important means what? Pratyaksha devata. Pratyaksha devata. If I don't respect my mother, then what big thing you are going to do? That is the idea. Make sure you consider the people around you also as no different than devatas. People. So, I mean, people relationships are different. We are not going to have good relationships with everybody, even within the family. But the attitude must be there. Matru Devo Bhava. Yeah, whatever she is still a devata for me. That is how it is. So, Atithi Puja. So, one who does the Agnihotra karma without honoring Atithis. Okay. 6. We have covered 6. Agnihotram done without doing these 6 karmas, 6 types of karmas, and then 2 more things are there. 2 more things are deficiencies in doing the Agnihotra karma itself. Okay, let's see what those are. That is this ahutam. Ahutam means not done in the proper time. Not done in the proper time. Things are not done, either the Agnihotra karma is not done in the proper time, or things are not offered in the proper time. Shankara will explain that. And avidhina kutam. Avidhina. And not following the script. Not following the script. Okay. Abbreviating this, that, rushing this, that. Avidhina. That is not the vidhi. Vidhi is you must say this, you must do it. That's the vidhi. So avidhina. Not done, not following the right procedure. So, an Agnihotram done with these deficiencies, these 8 deficiencies, what will happen? Lokan hinasti. Lokan hinasti. That person loses all the benefits of the Agnihotra karma. Lokan, which is all the lokas, any loka, any experience in this world, better life in this world, also the person won't get. That is the negative language Upanishad is using. Correct? Negative language. So be careful. This does not mean we should not do Agnihotram and all. So be very careful. Vedic society is like that. So deficient Agnihotram will destroy the result that is expected of the Agnihotra. That is the meaning of this mantra. All right. I think I've already exceeded the time here. So we will continue this in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.